Mentorship is so critical these days because the world has become more complex. And it's a way for a student to receive personal development that they would not be able to do independently on their own.
It's this trusted advisor, someone who's been in your shoes, who has gone through that process, who can really be a source of wisdom for you as you're trying to figure out how do you make that transition successfully from college to how you contribute to the world in a career.
I'm a mentor because I want to help. I see these young students come in, not quite sure what path that they want to go down, and I think that I have some experience that I can share with the students and help them discover for themselves what it is that they're most passionate about, what it is that they might be interested in.
I think about my own career and starting off in an industry that was very foreign to me, and from day one had mentors, some of whom were 2 and 3 years ahead of me, helping me get my footing, and some of whom were decades ahead of me, who helped me set goals and really stretch myself to have a long-term vision for what my career could look like that I wouldn't have even known how to think about myself.
A successful mentorship starts from the beginning with clear goals and agreed upon expectations on how the mentor-mentee communication is going to happen. It could be as far as logistics, it could be how often, but more importantly, it's the agenda and it's the content that's covered when they do meet. You know, what you put into it is what you'll get out of it.
So coming in, I was definitely very nervous. They did a lot to reassure us that our mentors have been here before and that they chose to be mentors. It really allowed me to kind of expand the experience past, oh, we meet once a month and we talk about this, this, and this, and I go to the workshops, and I think gain industry knowledge that I probably wouldn't have gained if I had just stuck to the pre-written out questions.
The objective for me is always to gain trust, and then let's open up and let's have a real conversation. I get some knowledge from them. There's some incredible students coming to us here that are going to make a difference. I think you try to break down the industry into simple terms for them and not overwhelm them in big broad strokes about the asset management business. My sympathies to them are always that this is a really stressful time in their life. People are asking them, what do you want to do for the rest of your life? And a lot of them don't know, and that's okay. And so this program not only gives you a focus as to what you want to do, but in some cases it's also going to tell you, you know what, I really don't really like that, and that's not something I want to pursue.
My past mentees, one of the most popular things I think for students to do are informationals with people within the firm, and so you get a half hour you can talk to, because everyone within Loomis is really open and willing to sit down with the students, which is awesome.
When you have access to an entire firm the way these students have when they're coming in here, you really are going to benefit if you really embrace this and try to take advantage of it as much as you can. So to me, you know, the world is your oyster here, so take advantage of it and you know, ask as many questions as you can, meet as many people as you can. You know, one of the other, I think, key tenets for this program is to network. Always be networking. And I think the more you do that here, the more successful and more doors you can possibly open for yourself.
From day one, Jack let me know that he was here to help me succeed in the program and also succeed in long-term goals that I wanted to set for myself, which was very comforting. So from there, Jack and I met regularly on a monthly basis, but he was also just there for me for any time that I really needed any help on cover letters, resumes, any last-minute questions I had.
Yeah, I got lucky. I was spoiled. Lauren was a great mentee. When I look at these relationships, I like them to get very, very informal, very, very quickly. Let's identify your goals. The mentee also has to be fully engaged and fully involved in this for it to truly, truly work.
Bringing their whole selves to the table and not feeling like they have to always present their A+ proved out version of themselves, but really lean into the opportunity to think about where you're uncertain or what you're not comfortable with, and that you want to find out more about things because you're early on. Don't be afraid to acknowledge there are things you don't understand or you don't know.
I mean, you're just starting your potential career, and there's a lot of different paths that you can go down. So when you're starting within the mentorship program, it's good to ask questions. Just by the fact that I work in trading doesn't mean that the focus of the entire mentor-mentee relationship should be about training. It can be about many of the different departments within the firm.
Yeah, one piece of advice Preston gave me was to always take advantage of opportunities to broaden your skill set.
Where I've seen significant, and I do mean the word significant, progress for the students is the increase in confidence in their communication skills. And the mentors will bring them to a team meeting, or maybe they're meeting with a company and they get to see them live in action in what they do. And I think that inspires them as well, because seeing them in their job and as human beings and not just this person that they converse with once a month is really valuable. Number one, it's curiosity. You cannot be a wallflower in this program. Be engaged. What you put into it, you'll get out of it. And then I would say just be very open to learning something new. You know, it may not just be about the industry. You may be surprised at other things that come up in conversation, whether it be about the market, the economy, what's going on in the news. You know, be very open-minded.
We're going to remain dedicated to our mission, this year, next year, over the next 10 years, which is to inspire, develop, and recruit those who are underrepresented in our industry. And slowly but surely, we are finally making an impact. We're having an impact, and that's really what it is, to try to change the face of our industry, and that's what we're doing.